Hello everyone, this is Earl S. Bell with Blacklines Media. Today we're in Harlem, USA. We're covering the Kalahari on 115th Street. The question is, has a black aesthetic in architecture emerged? If you go to www.kalahari-harlem.com, you can actually read up on some of the marketing material for this particular development. This residential complex was put together by Full Spectrum of New York and L&M Equity participants. The architecture and design was David Gross, AIA, Fred Schwartz, FAIA, and Jack Travis, legendary star architect Jack Travis, FAIA. I'd like to highlight Jack Travis because he's contributed to the development of young black designers, young designers period in this country. And it's interesting to see what he's contributed to in Harlem. But we asked the question, has a black aesthetic in architecture emerged? There have been attempts in the past to develop this black aesthetic, but is this an interpretation, or was this an intention of developing an African or African American aesthetic in architecture? I'm going to read an excerpt from www.kalahari-harlem.com, and it goes: the 116th and 115th Street public street facades and the private courtyard are interpretations of vibrant cultural decoration traditions from Africa, outwardly facing the neighborhood. The street elevations are inspired by the iconic designs of the Kalahari region's sand bushmen, the bold use of color, texture, and pattern, inspired by the ways of survival through adaptation and sense of self, provide a point of departure from Kalahari Harlem. The design incorporates cultural references and details of the architectural aesthetic from trilogy of tribal groups in sub-Saharan Africa, South Africa, Ashanti, Ghana, and Bushman, Botswana, Kalahari, Savannah. This is excerpts from the actual website. But again, the question is this successful? You be the judge. The contributions of Jack Travis in the past is quite honorable and salutable. Is this the first step? Will we see more of this type of architecture in the United States and in the world? And how could others develop projects similar? I think in the past people have been quite critical of these types of attempts, but I think this is a start. And also, in terms of African America, are there African American developers who are willing to take a risk in developing aesthetically challenging and aesthetically dynamic buildings that actually exhibit African architecture? That's the question. Earl S. Bell, Blacklines Media, signing off.